Look around you. In a crowded room of 100 people, statistics say one of them is different. They don't have a villain look. They aren't all hiding in dark alleys or prison cells. In fact, they might be leading the company. Research shows that while psychopaths make up 1% of the general population, they represent up to 12% of senior corporate leaders. We've been taught that evolution favors the good, the cooperators, the healers, the empathic. So why, after millions of years, hasn't nature deleted the evil gene? Why does the human race actually need a certain percentage of us to be stone-cold predators? To find the answer, we have to look inside a brain that feels no fear. Today, we're uncovering the hidden evolutionary advantage of the psychopath and why they aren't a glitch in the system. They're a feature. To understand the psychopath, we first have to look at the dark triad. It's a trio of personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. While most of us operate on a spectrum of empathy, the psychopath's brain is wired differently. This isn't just bad behavior, it's anatomy. In a neurotypical brain, the amygdala acts as the emotional smoke detector. It's what makes your heart race when you lie or feel sick when you see someone in pain. But in the psychopathic brain, this smoke detector is underactive, sometimes even smaller in size. They don't feel the fear of consequences. They don't feel the sting of social rejection. Imagine driving a car with a powerful engine but no brakes. That is the psychopathic mind. They have the cognitive empathy to understand your feelings, but they lack the emotional empathy to care about them. This brings up a massive evolutionary problem. In a species that survived by caring for its young and working together, a brakeless brain should be a death sentence for the group. And yet these genes haven't been weeded out. In fact, they've been passed down for thousands of generations. The question is, what does the psychopath have that the rest of us are missing? To understand why nature keeps them around, we have to stop looking at morality and start looking at math. Welcome to game theory. In evolutionary biology, there is a concept called frequency-dependent selection. It sounds complex, but it's actually a simple, brutal survival strategy. Imagine a population of doves, people who are honest, cooperative, and trusting. In this world, everyone wins by working together. It's a peaceful, high-trust society. But for a psychopath, a high-trust society isn't a community. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. A single hawk in a world of doves has a massive advantage. They can lie without being suspected. They can take resources without giving back. Because everyone else plays by the rules, the hawk wins every single time. If this is true, why aren't we all psychopaths? Because of a built-in safety switch. If there are too many hawks, they start fighting each other. Resources are destroyed, trust collapses, and the hawk strategy stops working. Nature has found a balance, an equilibrium. Psychopathy is a stable strategy as long as it stays rare. Usually that's around 1%. They are social parasites. They need our honesty to survive.
For most of human history, life wasn't lived in climate-controlled offices. It was lived in the mud, in the cold, and in the shadow of constant violence. Does a tribe need someone who can make the cold, hard choice? During a famine, empathy becomes a death trap. An empathic leader hesitates to choose who eats and who starves, and in that hesitation, the whole tribe dies. But the psychopath can switch off their heart. They make the decision to sacrifice the few to save the many, ensuring the bloodline continues. While the empaths are paralyzed by guilt, the predator has already acted. This is where the psychopath becomes a specialized tool. Because they lack the fear circuit, they stay calm while everyone else is panicking. They were the warriors who didn't freeze when the rival tribe attacked. Nature keeps them in the gene pool as a safety valve for chaos. If a tribe with one or two cold-blooded leaders survived a conflict that a tribe of pure empaths lost, those genes moved forward. They didn't survive despite their cruelty. They survived because their cold logic was a survival advantage. But what happens when that warrior no longer has a forest to hunt in? In a small tribe, your reputation was your survival. If you were a liar, you were exiled. but the scale of the modern world has created a social loophole. We now live in a society of strangers. This anonymity acts as a shield. In a city of millions or a global digital network, the social checks and balances that once kept these traits in check, like shame and public exile, have been neutralized.